profit to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focus.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And down he goes. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. You tighten up. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check, check. Fresno. Check. Crunch.
They'll try with McKinnon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Andrew Luck hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing on first down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw. Low. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the interception, it's Low. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I don't care. One throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, it's Love. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Jump. 22. Jet. Go. Me. He's coming. Double up.
This is Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 4. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Love. He finds McKinnon complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, let go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 12. 26 Mike.
Clock throwing again. That is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing again is Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
That's got to be a long day. Hey, check. Smooth. Line 36. Line 36.
To throw is Locke. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Luck now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Love. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To the air again, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
On 1st and 10, Love. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. I got it.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
17, guys. Check him out. He's gonna...
Back to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing out.
Now a hit and lock, lost the football, it's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Love. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st down, Love. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Three down. Check, go.
Throwing on 1st down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Under 10. 10. Watch twits. Check. Lucky.
To throw again. Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lambo is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Man up, D. Man up, D. What? Undercrunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Rush in. Check 31.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Alert 3. Yeah. 36.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Back. Quote. 52. Monday. Slam.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Push him back. Jim.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Love escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Love flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down throw, Luck. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again, Luck. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Hey, exit. Come on. Line 36. Line 36. Hey. Come on. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun. Love. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 75 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. On the catch, it's Crowder. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Draw quarter. We take a win. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Now Locke. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Luck. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get